Welcome again to this practice sanctuary in the element of air. Each awareness practice in this element will help you open to that spacious, intelligent presence. Right? It's an invitation to to be clear and curious. Let's set an intention as a starting point of this element. I open awareness without judgment. I notice the signals beneath my thoughts. And I let the nurturing intelligence behind all life guide me toward clarity. Right? It's basically letting your breath be your teacher. Very simply, let the air move freely. And through the breath, step by step, let your awareness open, like wide, kind, and full of sky. So let's start the air check-in. Take a deep breath. Feel welcome. And take a slow, easy breath in through the nose. And let it fall out through your mouth. Now quietly ask yourself, how clear do I feel right now? How light or open is my awareness? And give it a number, 0 to 10, just as a check-in. 0 might feel like foggy, crowded, and 10 feels like wide open, easy. So wherever you are at that scale, it's your honest weather report, right? So if your awareness had one word for its tone right now in this present moment, what would it be? So maybe it's words like scattered, quiet, restless, clear, bright. Let that word be a snapshot. Noticing what the air inside you feels like. When you're ready, begin your first air practice. We'll start the first air practice noticing without naming. Let's start with setting our intention. That sounds like I open awareness without clinging to labels, to let sensations drift, and to let unhelpful thoughts drift away. So take a moment to pause, like you experienced in the earth element, and choose a small moment in your day, something very simple. Could be a thought, a sound, a feeling, a situation, or a flicker of energy in the body. Don't think about it too much, just let it take what comes up. And instead of labeling it as good or bad, right or wrong, just sit with it. Watch it the way you would watch weather. Forming, moving, fading, in the form of a sigh, a clench, memory, or a small current of energy. And it's very normal if labels appear, say inwardly, clouds. Let them pass. Each sensation is like a soap bubble, shimmering, drifting, and popping on its own, without effort. Ask softly, if this were signal, not symptom, what might it say? You don't need any answer. Just asking is the awareness. Notice the space that opens when you stop naming. How everything becomes lighter, more transparent. And if you notice a thought or feeling that doesn't serve you, let it drift. And like a cloud carried quietly out of view. And ask yourself, what changes when I allow experiences without naming them? The theme of this exercise is perception without possession, teaching the nervous system to let be. Spiraling into your body song. Let's start with setting the intention. I awaken awareness through gentle spiraling motion, and I notice when and where to stop. Take a moment to connect with your body's rhythm. Find a quiet space where you can stand, preferably stand comfortably. Let your feet feel the floor beneath you. Steady, alive. Breathe deeply, letting the air move through you. And begin to explore gentle spiraling motion. Maybe you start small, a circle through your wrist or shoulders, a soft sway through your hips, and or a slow winding, exactly, from your spine, like a vine growing toward the sun. And remember, there's no right way. Let these spirals be a quiet conversation with your body, like a dance of curiosity and care. And each movement can be as subtle as a breath, or as wide as a branch opening to the breeze. Feel the air moving around you as you spiral. Each turn, each breath, stirring awareness through your whole system, like stirring honey in a warm tea. Sweet and unhurried, until the whole cup feels touched. Notice what opens or what feels tender. Notice what calls for your attention. Rest your awareness there lightly. Have the effort. Let motion arise from ease, not from force. And if you find a place that asks for stillness instead of more motion, honor that too. Stillness is part of the dance. Now let the movement fade when it's ready. So the spiral becomes smaller, quieter, until you find yourself standing once again in simple presence. Feel the afterglow, the hum beneath your skin, and the rhythm that remains. Ask softly, what is my body's song right now? And let this presence walk with you, quiet and steady. Mirror witnessing is to is a big invitation, this practice. It's a big practice within the element of air to meet overwhelm in order to be able to flow and overcome. Let's start with our intention. I meet myself with soft, non-judging presence. So I invite you to stand before a mirror. So take a moment to arrive and to simply be with yourself. Meet your own eyes softly, in a gazing way, not to analyze or correct, simply to see. You might notice a voice begin to speak, a whisper of judgment, comparison, or retreat, and that's okay, it's very common. Just notice it and gently invite yourself back. And say silently or aloud, whatever helps you, I see you, I'm here. And let it be a greeting of an old friend at the door. Like, no rush, just presence. Ah, hi. And notice what softens. Notice what resists. And no need to change any of it. Just stay near it. And if a reflection would feel distorted or untrue, remember you don't have to take it in. You can turn to your gaze toward what feels kind and real. And with a small gesture of care. Perhaps it's a hand to your heart or a breath that feels like home. And whisper quietly a sentence you needed to hear today. If nothing comes, I suggest following confirmation, affirmation. Although I think this mirror witnessing is difficult, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I repeat it one more time. Although I think this mirror witnessing is difficult, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now I'm ready to set the intention of this practice, writing a new line of code. I release an old belief and I invite a new instruction. Settle in and let this be a quiet time, like a small pocket of space to simply hear what wants to be noticed. There's nothing to solve, just be with what arises. And let your pen or your fingers on the keyboard move gently without pressure, without perfection, the need to be perfect. That's one belief right there. But you're not fixing anything, you're just listening to your system speak. So ask yourself, what old belief or pattern do I notice still running in the background? Maybe it sounds like I have to be strong, I have to be prepared, rest isn't safe, or whatever. Write it down. Name it without judgment. That's the invitation. Now ask, when did this pattern begin protecting me? You don't have to be exact. Just trace the feeling back, like the earliest time you remember sensing this. So what has this pattern been trying to do for me? Maybe it was guarding, or distracting, numbing, just simply helping you survive. So take a breath to honor that intelligence. The intelligence was doing its best. You were doing your best. So now ask, what new message am I ready to allow in? Even if it's just a little. So write one simple line of new code, something your system can begin exploring. Maybe it is, I don't have to earn belonging, or I'm allowed to, or one of my favorites, my needs are not a burden. Think of it like changing the wallpaper on your inner screen. So, no overthinking, just a new breeze, a new feeling coming in your field. And sense how your body responds as you write that new line. Does your breath move differently? Does some part of you wake up, finally relaxes, and let yourself feel the update being installed? Not forcing, just inviting. And if any belief feels false or heavy or something you no longer want to root into, mark it as released, something you don't have to carry it forward. So as we come to the ending of this practice, ask inwardly, what fresh instruction is my system ready to receive from life's intelligence? And take a moment to embody this new pattern. Let it settle. Effortless, alive, and entirely yours. We've come at the closing affirmation. Closing affirmation is a great practice to seal what you feel grateful about. So let's start with the intention. I seal practice with gratitude and gentleness. And equally important is I close the door on what doesn't belong anymore. So we start by taking a moment to settle. And you can speak these words silently or aloud. And if it helps, you can place a hand on your heart or on your low belly to anchor the words in your body. So here we go. I honor what has protected me. I thank the parts that kept me safe. I don't have to rush or do this perfectly. One breath, one moment, one choice. I am becoming, and I trust the rhythm beneath it all. And anything that no longer serves me, I release it now with gratitude. Let these words land like smooth stones in a river, steady, one by one, until the current feels calmer. And you can feel what pace feels kind for me now. You are repatterning one breath at a time. And check out, before we close this air arc, let's take a quiet breath and notice what has changed. So on a scale from 0 to 10, how clear do I feel now? Maybe the number shifted, maybe not. Either way, it's just information. It's a reflection of your weather right now. And then ask, do I feel more spacious or a bit clearer about what I can let pass? And there's wisdom in both, expansion and also the quiet knowing of release. So find one word for the tone of your awareness in this moment. Maybe open, light, clear, uncluttered, gentle, any word. And let that word settle softly in you, like a feather floating down. Take a long, easy breath. Feel the air move through you, the same air that connects you to everything else. And when you're ready, step back into your day with that lightness in your chest and clarity in your mind. If nothing would feel different, I want you to hear that that's okay too. Because sometimes air works slowly, clearing in its own time. But you showed up, you noticed, and that in itself is movement. The morning broadcast is a form of micro intentions, and it's a great way to start your day. We are all antennas, walking antennas, like a small antenna tuning to what matters. Feel your body waking and name one quality to broadcast today. It's like choosing a single color scarf to wear, a tone that will touch everything that you meet today. Could be steady, kind, clear, curious. It's an intention. And intention is like setting the key to pitch your whole day tunes to. It's like the first note of a song, the pluck of a string, or that gives the field something to resonate with. Now breathe once more, and then speak your intention softly, like a promise. Maybe it sounds like, today I don't need to prove anything. Or today I listen for the quiet yes. Today I choose kindness with myself. Or today I will ripple my kindness into this world. Even if you don't believe it completely yet, just offer it to the world and to yourself. Don't forget yourself. Let the words land in your body like seeds, Before you step into the day, picture 3 small moments where this tone might show up. In a conversation, a pause, a break, or a simple task. And then go about your day and watch what grows. The practice of evening reflection. The intention in the evening reflection practice is I notice moments of quiet knowing and how I responded. So we're at the end of the day and we sit quietly, let your breath settle, and feel the hush that comes when everything slows down. The work, the tasks, the relationships, the care, everything slows down. And ask yourself, when did I feel a quiet knowing today? Something deep in your system. And ask yourself, did I follow it or override it? And what changed when I did? How did I feel when I followed my intuition? How did I feel when I chose to override a feeling that is important to me? And again, let this be simple. One sentence, one moment. There's no need to interpret anything, just witness. Memory often arrives like brief flashes, gentle signals. So, what tone did my knowing carry today? Quiet knowing is powerful. It's how truth first whispers and how alignment begins. One remembered tone at a time.